Welcome back, everybody. Today we're talking to the 26% of you. Yes, I read the poll. Who said you're not exactly hyped for Battlefield 6. You're not against it. But you're not really counting down the days either. Maybe you're still deep into the Division 2. Well, that's fine. Maybe you've been burned by past Battlefield launches. Also fair. Or maybe the trailer just didn't give you the, I gotta have this game and play it moment. But here's the thing. A lot of you might be on the verge of missing something out, and it's something big. By the end of this video, I'm hoping to have a much clearer picture for you of why Battlefield 6 might actually become one of your favorite shooters. Now, before we get into that, I must do my quick thank yous to all my subscribers and channel members. If you are any of the viewers you see on the screen, your support keeps this content alive. If you are interested in seeing your YouTube handle on this thumbs up wall, all you got to do is join. Yes, subscribing, liking, and commenting does help the algorithm, but the names you see here decided my channel was worth further support. There's never any pressure from me to join. My thumbs up wall is just one of the ways I show my appreciation for the additional support. So thank you to everyone who supports this channel, memberships or not. Okay, let's do it. So I'm going to get this out of the way. The meh is a normal reaction. If you're skeptical about Battlefield 6, congratulations, you've been paying attention. We've all seen shooters come out with the promises of revolutionizing the genre, only to launch with bugs, unbalanced weapons, and servers that kind of feel like they're being run from basement toasters. Battlefield has had its share of these moments. Battlefield 2042 is the elephant in the room. On paper, it sounded massive. On launch day, it was a meme factory. And people remember those scars, and hesitation is natural. The important thing here is that the meh doesn't mean never. It just means EA and DICE have to earn your trust. Or gain your trust back. Now with Battlefield 6, they're making changes that show they've at least learned from past mistakes, such as more player freedom, new systems, and better crossplay controls. So let's see if these changes might surprise you. Now here's where Battlefield 6 really starts to stand apart. The game has crossplay, but it's optional. You can play with PC friends if you want, or you can lock yourself to console-only lobbies to avoid mouse and keyboard sweats. Okay, that's cool. Now, take in consideration, you can also opt out of crossplay completely and just play one or the other. Remember, there's going to be a free Battle Royale mode, which is set in California. This isn't just a throwaway side mode. It's a completely different pacing from the main multiplayer. Faster fights, higher stakes, and no extra cost. Bonus. As mentioned in a previous video, Oversight terminals is included in the Battle Royale, and this is a huge mechanic. Even if you're dead, you're not completely useless. You can feed your squad real-time intel, turning waiting to respawn into guiding your team to victory. These features mean you're getting more than the traditional Battlefield sandbox. It's a mix of large-scale chaos, small squad tension, and consistent engagement, no matter what your playstyle is. Now, for you Division 2 players, here's where we get into the real skill versus gunplay. If you are just a regular, Division 2 player, here's the culture shock. You're not dropping a turret. You're not hiding behind a shield or dropping hives. And you're definitely not stacking gear sets for bonus talents. Battlefield 6 is pure movement, positioning, and aim, but it's not brainless. Map control, flanking routes, vehicle use, and squad coordination matter far more than raw reaction speed. If you're good at reading a fight in the Division 2, like knowing when to push or fall back, these instincts transfer beautifully into Battlefield 6. And because Battlefield 6 won't launch with locked classes, you do get some experimentation. You want to run an anti-vehicle one round and pure recon the next, you could go for it. The flexibility keeps matching your gameplay and it feels fresh, even weeks in. You can even switch classes after death, if you find that the class that you started with didn't match your playstyle or match the map. Another feature of the game and the franchise to consider is longevity and active communities. Here's the thing about Battlefield games. Even the weaker ones keep a player base. Battlefield 3 and 4 are still have active servers on PC more than a decade later. That's because when Battlefield hits its stride, it nails the replayability. Big maps, high chaos, and no two matches feel the same. Battlefield 6 is also dropping at a time when EA is leaning hard into nostalgia, like Project Rome from Battlefield 2. If they bring in classic maps or modes at post-launch content, that meh could turn into I can't stop playing very fast. DICE and EA have learned the hard way that fans were dropping away from the franchise after Battlefield 1. Battlefield 5, or V, was a rehash into territory already covered in Battlefield 1942. And Battlefield 2042? Well, the idea was nice, but the execution was not so great. Here's a recent example of quote-unquote peak numbers from Battlefield 2042 and comparing it to the closed beta. In Battlefield 6, there was 334,549 players within the first 24 hours of the closed beta. There were queues in the tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands. And there's 2042, with 107,376 peak time players post-launch almost 2 years ago. And Battlefield 6 is ending up as a love letter and an apology to fans, bringing back the design and feel of Battlefield 3 and 4, arguably the two most popular titles in the entire franchise. Remember, there's a test drive opportunity for you right now. If you're unsure, the open beta is your low-risk trial run. You have August 9th and 10th, and then again on the 14th through the 17th. You can play multiple modes, experiment with different roles, and don't just judge it off the first match. In Battlefield, the magic happens when you start to understand the map flow, where choke points form, where vehicles spawn, and when to push. If after all that you still feel meh, at least you know you gave it a fair shake. But I'm willing to bet a lot of you will find something in it that clicks. Now, there's also some Division and Battlefield combo potential here. One last point for my fellow Division agents. You don't have to replace the Division 2 with Battlefield 6. These games scratch totally different itches. Division is slower, it's more tactical, and it's loot-driven. Battlefield 6 is much faster, way more chaotic, and built on raw firefights. Switching between them actually keeps both feeling fresh. Remember, Battlefield 6 has an official launch date of October this year. Battlefield 3 is still unseen, over the horizon, with a 26 to 28 launch window. And that's if it makes it to launch. And the Division 2 isn't going anywhere right now. They are talking more seasons, more story, possibly more, and I put this in air quotes, DLC, but nothing has been written in stone yet. There's been no new updated roadmap. Battlefield 6, though, it is here. So for the 26% of you that went in the meh category, I ask you to give Battlefield 6 a chance. It's not perfect, and it won't be for everyone, but the potential for great gameplay is very real. I played the closed beta and the first open beta. I realized I was very rusty, having not played the franchise hardcore in years, but I had loads of fun. I hope you do too. I will have some more Battlefield 6 content coming. I may show you just how bad I was during the beta for not having played the franchise in forever. You might get a kick out of it. And now, it's your turn. To all my meh people, are you willing to give it a go? If not, why not? I would love to know why. Would even help my channel a little bit as it will keep me tracking how many people are sticking around for the Battlefield content and for those who are interested in just the Division 2 content. Let me know in the comments. I think it'll be a great conversation. Thanks for watching, everybody, and a special thanks to those who stuck around till the end of the video. You folks are the real MVPs. Links to clan info, merch, and socials are in the description and here on my outro wall. Remember, we're on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. Until the next time, this is Hannibal, signing off.